Snowden a bad guy like they have portrayed him as being?
No, he's not. There have been so many, defamations. Is Snowden a bad guy like they have portrayed him? There have been so many attacks on his character that just are not true. I mean, I can't claim that I know Snowden, of course, but I have seen a lot of interviews of him, and I think he is very impressive. I think he sacrificed himself for this country, and I have to say, he had more courage than I did. I fought this on the inside, but I didn't reveal classified information. I quit when I had reached a dead end, and he just decided he was going to do this for the country and ruin his life. And I have to say, too, one of the things they keep saying is that he has basically defected to Russia. He gave them all access to this in China and everything. That's not true. First of all, it's the administration's own incompetence that stuck him in Russia. And he got on a plane in Hong Kong to go to Ecuador through Moscow and Cuba. And after the plane was airborne, they revoked his passport. So when he got to Russia, he could not board another plane. And of course, Putin refused to hand him over. And then they're saying he deliberately defected to Russia. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Another thing is they said that he definitely gave them all, if he didn't give it to them, they now have it because they aren't as good an intelligence agency as I think they are if they don't have all that information now. Well, in point of fact, before he met Greenwald and Laura Poitras in Hong Kong and turned over all of the information to them. He did have 4 computers, but they were blank. But he had put all of it on thumb drives before, and he gave it all to them before they left town and before he took the airplane. So there was no data for them to steal. He had also given it to some other people in case something happened to him because he was afraid of an assassination attempt. But he had no data on him personally. That's just 2 examples of the type of things they're trying to pull. Yes?
You've referred to the perpetrators as they. So who are they?
The original perpetrators were, well, let me start. What happened was that after 9/11, President Bush felt really badly that this had happened on his watch. The intelligence community, having missed the whole thing, started publishing every threat, that came across their desk, and everybody was afraid of another attack, imminently. They were afraid that we had been infiltrated by other foreign agents. And so George Tenet called Michael Hayden, the director of NSA, and asked him if there was anything he could put toward the fight, any additional thing. And every agency head was asked that. And he said, well, yeah, there's something I can do, but I would need authorization. I would need extra legal authority. And they said, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We'll take care of that. And then what happened, and the one that was driving this was Vice President Cheney and David Addington, his lawyer. David Addington has received very bad press on this as being kind of a bully also. But I have to tell you, I sat 6 feet away from him for years, and he was always very nice to me. But he refused to return my call. But anyway, so it really came out of Vice President Cheney's office, primarily. Hayden was asked to come down and brief the president. I'm sure in a very short briefing, the president okayed it, and it went from there. And then afterward, they just kept adding and adding and adding more things. And this has happened under Obama, too. It has greatly, because of the 2008 FISA Amendments Act, gave them a lot more authority.